Hey everyone, Optimus Tom here to bring you a fresh look at the Day 2 metagame at the Star City Games Regional Championship at SCGCON Minneapolis. Being one of the most played decks in the room means that you're usually going to have a large presence on Day 2 unless you completely flop, which is not what happened to Is It Prowess, Jeskai Oculus, Mono Red Aggro, and the Xur Overlord or Domain deck. Mono Red did have a slightly lower Day 2 conversion rate than the rest of these powerhouse decks in the format, but that's no surprise with the decline of Mono Red coming from Regional Championship in Bologna and with a below 50% win rate at the event in Minneapolis here. Azorius Omniscience also put up good Day 2 conversion results, while the other top 10 presence decks in the room, Jeskai Control, Orzhov Pixie, Esper Pixie, had a below 50% win rate, but still put a large portion, just under 20%, or in the case of Esper Pixie, almost 30% of their decks in Day 2. Dimir Midrange continued to have a awesome event with 53.6% win rate and 37.5% of the decks in the room making Day number 2, which is shared with their black cousin in Mono Black Demons, a 54% win rate there with the same Day 2 conversion rate. And one of the standout decks of the tournament so far is Abzan Pixie, 57.5% win rate with a 40% conversion to Day 2, as well as the Azorius Artifacts deck, below 50% win rate, but with only 7 copies in the room, 42.9% of that archetype will be seen tomorrow. Now, Day 2's metagame is going to look a little bit different than today, where Is It Prowess is still going to be the most represented deck on Day number 2. Jeskai Oculus will be seen a little bit less, but the Domain, Xur Overlords deck, and Dimir Midrange are going to see upticks in their presence compared to Mono Red and Jeskai Control from Day number 1, while the rest of the decks with lower amounts of archetypes are not going to be seeing as much camera time potentially, but if the records stay up, we could see things like Mono Black Demons or that Azorius Artifacts deck on camera. Now, not to leave out the decks without a ton of copies in the room, there are still a plethora of decks with 2 or less copies that did make Day number 2 with high conversion rates, including Dimir Demons, Dimir Control, Esper Oculus, Mono Black Reanimator, and the Quintorius combo deck that have been putting up a decent showing throughout Day number 1. These are going to be the sleeper decks. We'll probably see them on camera early on in the tournament, but we'll have to see if they have what it takes to wind up getting deep runs into Day 2. If you'd enjoyed this quick recap, you can find full event coverage for RC, PT, and Spotlight events on my YouTube channel, in addition to online meta-analysis, deck techs in various formats, and live paper gameplay commentary. Thanks for watching.